Hi, my name is John Kowalski, president of Human Performance LLC. I've worked in safety and human performance for most of my career. 10 years in nuclear safety, 20 years in industrial safety, and another 15 years in human performance at various sites around the United States. To help with this presentation today, we have an expert in the field of human performance, Mr. John Summers. John's a Vietnam vet. He worked at over 230 power plants from around the world. I hope you enjoy this presentation. We want to help you get to the next level of safety. So what is safety? If you look at this picture, what do you see? What behaviors do you see? Do you see any violations, standards? I believe there's a fall protection standard. Several people are probably at risk for falls. See some forklift violations? Who's in charge of this? Who's the guy in the front hiding behind the boxes? The safety professional with his fingers crossed? They were actually rewarded for being very innovative, for getting the job done. Sometimes people are recognized and rewarded for getting results, but taking shortcuts to get the job done. So the last slide, we talked about getting results with the wrong behaviors. Safety performance is not about just getting results. It doesn't equal results. Safety performance is about using the right behaviors consistently to get the right results. Being a retired volunteer fireman, I will submit to you that we always encourage getting the right results with the right behaviors, because you never know when the worst can happen.
So we have talked about a systematic approach to improving performance. And what you see here is a simple model that John Kowalski developed that we can use to explain to you how you can improve your performance. And we want to start with the organizational values, because that's the foundation that the rest of this model is going to work with. Now, what does that do? Well, that heavily influences the leader's behaviors. Well, when we look at the leader's behaviors, they're going to influence whether people make errors, maybe not adhering to the rules, hazards, violations, and risks that they're willing to take. Now, that influences how we want to establish our programs, processes, our procedures, and our training. All of this comes together in influencing each and every individual's behavior. And finally, if all those things are working properly in concert, we're going to see improving safety performance. So this is a continuous circle of performance improvement if you're doing the right things. So safety performance in action. Safety is not the lack of injuries. We've made 3 million man-hours, let's hand out coats. No, safety is the use of the performance tools John discussed earlier, led the discussion on, and having at least one solid defense in place when we perform our work. If you look back in time, John and I put together a paper that was published in November of 2019, and it tells about this systematic approach. And a lot of what you've heard today was grounded in this article that we put together. John and I would like to thank you for sitting and listening to us talk today. And you are successful only when others are successful, if you're a good leader. So on that note, we've given you our email addresses. If you have questions, something we follow up on, something we can lend a hand with, something we can clarify, we'd appreciate you using them. Again, thank you for your time and attention today.